This is a presentation of OPC Systems OPC WPF bar chart for WPF 4.0. The bar chart is part of a series of controls designed for dashboard applications. The OPC WPF bar chart can be used to create applications quickly and easily and incorporate live data into your WPF dashboard application. The controls are intended for use with the .NET 4.0 framework. The bar chart allows for a single side-by-side view of multiple live data points in a bar chart style. Each bar can be set to absolute scale or percent of range. Each bar can also have its own gain and offset. There are multiple properties that can be controlled by live data from your OPC system service, such as title, bar color, flashing, and others. Let's put together an application using the bar chart control. First, let's start Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 and open a new project. We'll create a WPF application and name it bar chart. From the toolbox, let's select the OPC WPF bar chart. If you do not see the bar chart in your toolbox, you can right-click and select Choose Items. This is also covered in another video. Select the bar chart and double-click on it. We now have a bar chart in our main window. Let's take a look at some of the features of the bar chart. The first feature to look at is under the Common tab, where it says Bars. This is our collection of bars that we're going to add to our bar chart. So let's start out by adding a bar. Click on the ellipse on the right of the bars and select Add from our collection editor. We now have a new bar added to our control. Under the Common tab, you'll see that we have a bar scale max and a bar scale minimum. As long as the chart scale is absolute, these are not relevant. However, if you change the bar scale to percent of range, then here's where you would set the range for this particular bar. We're going to leave this one as absolute, and we'll get back to percent of range later. Let's enter a title for the bar, and we'll call this one Ramp. Under the appearance of OPC systems, you have an opacity tag and a visibility tag. Here you can control the opacity and visibility of the bar based on OPC systems tags. Under Brushes OPC systems, you can also affect the bar fill flash with a tag and the bar fill color with a tag. Common properties of OPC systems, we have an enable tag, a title tag, and a value tag. This is the tag that will determine the height of the bar. So let's set this one to ramp. Select the ellipse and select local in our tag browser, and let's select the ramp value. Press OK, and now we have a value tag. Under brushes, we can change the color of our bar. Let's change that to blue, and then select OK. We now have a bar that's been added to our bar chart. Let's quickly add two more bars. Select the ellipse and then select the Add from the collection editor and add two more. You will see them appear in the bar chart. Also note that we can move the location of our bar within the bar chart by using the up and down arrows. Select the second bar. Let's set its bar scale maximum to 1 and set its bar scale minimum to -1. And let's change the chart scale to percent of range. This will be the range of the value that we're bringing in, and this is going to be our sign value. So let's change the title to sign, and let's go down and select our value tag. Open the tag browser, select local, and scroll down to the sign value and select OK. And now let's change this brush color to yellow. The third bar, let's use a random value for this one and leave its bar scale, minimum, maximum, and chart scale as they are. Change the title to random and change its value tag to random. Select OK. And then let's close our collection editor by pressing the OK button. We now have 3 bars added to our chart. And as you can see, we've got room for plenty more, and you can expand the bar chart out to the right to add more bars. Let's take a look at a couple of the common properties in the bar chart. One is the bar width. And as you can see right now, we've got the bars set to 20, but you can change that to any width that you want. Let's take a look at what happens when we set that to 40. And you can see now that our bars are quite a bit wider. Below that, we have the X-axis label and the Y-axis label, which are located on the chart. You'll see the X-axis label here, the Y-axis label here. We have a min and max for our Y-axis, and that determines our range on the chart. So if we were to change this to 200, you'll see the range change over here. And if we change the minimum to minus 200, you'll see that it automatically scales for you. Let's set those back to a maximum of 100 and a minimum of 0. Under the Appearance OPC system, we can also affect the opacity of the chart, the visibility of the chart, and under Brushes OPC systems, we have a number of options here. We can have the background flash. We can change the background color based on tag. We can have a border flash and border color. Under the common properties of OPC systems, we can select the enable, the tag value, the tooltip tag, and under layout, we have height, width, and each one of these has a gain and offset. The title can be set either as strictly text, as we have it right here, or the title can be driven by an OPC systems tag. The title can also be a timestamp of a tag. So if we change this tag, let's select the ramp value here. And in this circumstance, what we would have is the ramp value as a title. But if we select title, show timestamp, now we will have the current timestamp of the ramp value as a title of our chart. You can also do transforms. You can rotate and scale, skew, and translate, which would move its location on the X and Y axis of our window. Under brushes, we can change the background color, the border brush color, the chart label background color, and the chart label brush. So we could change that chart label to red. Our ticks brush, that will change the tick color. So let's change that to blue. And our X-axis label, let's make that green. And our Y-axis, let's leave that one black. Under visibility, we have the border thickness, and currently that's set to 0, and our border brush is not visible. We can change that to 1, and now we'll have a border all the way around the chart. We can also have a corner radius for that border. So let's select our border brush from brushes and set that to black. Now you can see we have a border around the chart with a nice corner radius. If we were to set that corner radius to 0, then we will have a rectangle around the chart. We can also select the opacity and visibility here directly. Let's run our chart and see what we have. You can see now that we have an example of the charts side by side next to each other. For more information on OPC Systems products and features, please visit our website at www.opcsystems.com. And for more training videos, please select the Training tab at the top of the page.